We move on. Brandon Moreno versus Kai France, the rematch. And we've got Kai France sitting at plus 170, Brandon Moreno minus 200. And I think that's pretty fair odds. I'm picking. Oh no, do I do it? Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I do it, guys. But I'm gonna do it, man. I'm picking Kai France. I'm picking him to win. He dropped Brandon Moreno in the first round, and he had some pretty big moments in that fight. But Moreno just was better on the night. He really was. But the thing is with Kai France is just all of a sudden he's fighting KOs. You know, he's never really been like a massive KO artist. Yes, he does have 12 KOs in his career, but if you actually look recently, in his whole career, he hasn't really found too many of them. You know, like he come into the UFC, won 3 decisions in a row, beat Tyson Nam by decision, and then he beat Cody Garbrandt and Rogerio Bontorin by KO back to back in the first round. So he's only got like 2 KO wins, I think, in what, 6 UFC wins, 7 UFC wins. Yeah, 7 UFC wins. He's got 2 KO wins, but he did have Askar Askarov hurt in the second round. He does hold power, big power in the hands, but he just doesn't find the KO, you know what I mean? Which is interesting. But what I do like against Cody Garbrandt, when he hurt Cody Garbrandt that first time, he did not let off the gas. He did stay patient, but he didn't let off the gas, and he could get going at it, you know. And I like that, man. I do like Kai France to win this one. I like his motivation. I like the fact that he's very focused on the job at hand, and he's been in there with Brandon Moreno. You could say the same thing about Moreno. He's been in there with Kai France, but I just think Kai France is good, man. Like I've got a massive New Zealand bias, so let's talk about Brandon Moreno here for a second. Moreno's the better boxer, in my opinion. I think he's probably the better offensive grappler. He is the better offensive grappler for sure, but Kai France is the best defensive grappler in the 125-pound division. I think he's proven that multiple times. He proved that against Askar Askarov. He proved that against Rogerio Bontorin. And he's proven that in earlier times in his UFC career as well. But I'd say most notably in those 2 fights, he's really showing that he's got really good defensive grappling. But Brandon Moreno, better offensive grappling for sure. Maybe if he does kind of fake some takedowns or go for takedowns earlier on, it will throw Kai France's game off. But I genuinely feel like the fight is actually going to end up like this. I think Kai France is going to defend a few takedowns from Brandon Moreno, and Brandon Moreno is going to become discouraged to grapple with him, and he's just going to kind of accept a stand-up fight. Which, you know, Brandon Moreno is a really good fighter. I think he's the better boxer, as I said, out of the two. But I think that Kai France is the more comfortable kickboxer. He comes out of city kickboxing. He's more comfortable when he's on the feet. He is very you know, he doesn't mind. He likes the fight to be in the middle of the cage for sure, and he doesn't mind chasing his opponents down. But he doesn't really mind fighting backwards either. He's kind of comfortable everywhere, you know. And I like that Kai France. He's the shorter guy. He's got the shorter reach, but he knows how to use it. He knows how to get in and out. He's very fast on the feet. He's got good kicks if he needs it too. But so does Moreno. Moreno's the bigger guy. I'm not really telling you guys anything that you guys don't know, but I think I can just see Kai France winning this fight. I think he's going to catch Moreno at some point in this fight. I do actually think he's going to get a knockout here. Moreno's last fight against Figueiredo did show some red flags to me that I think that Kai France or someone like Kai France can actually exploit. And it's that he was getting dropped by Figueiredo, but he wasn't getting dropped off just one punch. You know, it was the end of a combination was landing for Figgy and dropping Moreno. And I just think that when Kai France throws, he does throw a lot of combinations himself, and I think he can find success on the striking. I think he can out-volume Moreno, just be a bit more aggressive. I think he's going to come out here, man. I think he's going to come out here very motivated to win, and I think he... I don't know. I just do think that he's gonna beat Moreno. I really do. Like, and I don't believe. To start with, I'm surprised this fight's actually happening because Moreno didn't win that fight. Didn't draw with Davison Figueiredo. Even with the point deduction, Davison Figueiredo clearly won that fight, in my opinion, because 2 of the judges gave Moreno the 5th round. Weird judging, man. Weird judging. But hey, man, it is what it is. I think Kai France wins. I think he beats Brandon Moreno. And Brandon Moreno's good, man. He's proven to be very good. But give me Kai France. Give me him by KO later into the fight. But there's a bit of New Zealand bias coming out here. Like, I picked Blood Diamond to lose. I did pick Kai France to beat Askar Askarov, and that was a genuine pick. I actually genuinely believed that he was going to beat Askar Askarov, and he did. So I'm going to ride that underdog momentum, man. Give me Kai France. I like him. I like him to win this fight. So I think he's gonna get it. Hopefully I didn't ramble too much in that video. I feel like I gave Brandon Moreno his props. I feel like I gave him his respect, but I talked about Kai Kara France a bit because I think he's gonna win. So yeah, let's move on, man. Let's move on to the next one.